Welcome to Sexy Action Seattle News at 2 p.m. Does swimming in a nuclear cooling tower increase your chances of cancer? Find out soon. But first, we have some breaking news. North Korea has launched 200 missiles at Japan, Guam, Taiwan, South Korea, and a few islands in the Pacific. In response, China, Russia, and the United States have ordered a tactical nuclear strike. Within a few days, the dust will bathe us in deadly radiation. Here's our scientific correspondent in Hawaii, Mary Williams. Well, John, I guess Hawaii was hit too. Mary is really dead. Okay, Kim Johnson. Maybe Aaron Williams. Let's ask climatologist Willis Peterson of his opinion. This is of grave concern, as we are directly in the path of the prevailing westerlies. As we all know, when sunlight shines on the water, it causes temperature to increase, resulting in a low-pressure area as air rises. This generates wind as high-pressure air flows in to take its place. On much larger scales, the interaction between hot and cold air between the equator and poles creates a series of convection belts. But, due to Earth's rotation, the Coriolis effect is generated, blowing wind at our latitude to the east. Normally, the prevailing westerlies are essential to keeping our climate stable, but now they are about to bathe us in 200 millisieverts per hour of radiation. This is enough to kill over 50% of people exposed. But after the wind stops, it's over, right? Nope! The Pacific Ocean is huge, and different parts of it have different densities, partially as a result of the land's low specific heat-driven warming, raising water temperatures. As a result, deep ocean currents flow all over the world, circulating water. So the fallout will be deposited all over the world. However, we really need to worry about surface currents. They're driven by wind and the North Pacific Current. First flows through Japan before being drawn over to us. And it will be innumerable tiny radioactive particles contaminating our land for decades to come. It's going to be like all the things that people thought the Fukushima disaster did in 2011, but in real life. So we're all doomed? We're all going to die from radiation poisoning? Probably yes. You see, we live on the west side of the Cascades in the oceanic climate zone. This air can't hold as much water vapor, so it begins to rain. Air flows over the Cascade Mountains and into eastern Washington. The water vapor condenses into rain droplets, but don't yet fall. When it reaches the other side, the cold air sinks, becoming more dense than the warm air below it, becoming warmer in the process. At a higher temperature, the water begins to evaporate into water vapor. The higher temperature of the air means that it can hold more water, causing humidity to drop. It soon becomes almost impossible for rain to fall. As a result, eastern Washington is arid. But what does this have to do with fallout? Well, particles of radioactive dust are washed out of the air by rain. Once the dust makes it to Washington, the rain will most likely wash most of it onto us. However, in eastern Washington, an orographic effect will prevent most of the dust from falling on them. Anyone east of the Cascades within a few days will likely survive unscathed. Of course, the fallout in the ocean will make the coast uninhabitable for decades.